Ugh, there's too much light.
My blessed mess forsaken! These
Here's a poser. How does Little Red Riding Hood, a disobedient child with eyesight poor as her judgment, escape mutilation from her confrontation with the most feared and hated creature of the forest? She wouldn't, of course, but don't tell the brothers Grimm. The story begins with a standard mother-daughter conflict. Mother gives daughter detailed instructions and advice, which daughter immediately ignores. Is there a moral here?
Little Red Riding Hood, take these cakes and bottle of wine to your grandmother. She's very ill and weak. Don't stray from the path or talk to anyone on the way.
With pleasure, Mother. I'll do just as you say.
The forest is home to many animals, and not all are fit for pets or food.
What delightful and cuddly creatures. I could eat them all up.
Good morning, Little Red Riding Hood. Where are you headed this beautiful day?
To visit my grandma, sir, under the 3 big oak trees.
An excellent destination, my dear. Enjoy your journey. Take your time.
What a happy thought. I'll collect a butterfly or two and some flowers. Granny will be grateful.
What a credulous ninny. The wolf's already selected Granny for his entree. While she dawdles, he's on his way to the 3 Oaks.
Granny loves flowers. I'll pick a few. She won't even notice if I'm a bit late.
having previously demonstrated the acuity, if not the temperament, of a rock, no one should be surprised that Red Riding Hood is outmaneuvered by the wolf when she arrives at her granny's.
Come in, little...
Come in, Little Red Riding Hood, and bring the cake and wine. However, did she know what I brought? She sounds as though she's very ill. My Granny, I never noticed how big your mouth is. And you're grooming. You look nearly wild.
Appearances are deceiving, my dear. Sometimes.
Her cries for mercy were in vain, of course. Mercy was not in the wolf's nature.
Little Red Riding Hood joined her granny in the dark.
I've heard of a room for 2, but this verges on the incredible. All wolves and pythons have more in common than I imagined.
Granny? I wonder where you'd got to. I brought cakes and wine. There was a wolf in your bed. What is that smell?
Unless I very much miss my guess, my dear, we're in the belly of the beast.
Surely not. It stinks worse than our privy.
But it's a bit cleaner.
That looks like Mrs. Schmidt's arm. Very distinctive tattoo.
In perhaps the most far-fetched rescue ever, a lumberjack with an expert sense of lupine anatomy passes by. This worthy naturalist, noting the wolf's belly is dangerously distended, relieves the creature's distress with his scalpel-sharp axe and simultaneously saves both women from the wolf's digestive juices.
Well, isn't that amazing? What were you two up to in there, anyway?
Very little. It was quite dark. My ears hurt. The wolf gobbled us up.
You can't blame a creature for being hungry. I sewed him up and let him go. I'm sure he's learned a lesson.
Really? What do you think of that, Grandma?
We'll eat the cakes and drink the wine after I take a hot bath.
The wolf learned a lesson, all right. They've all got rocks in their heads. What a crock! I mean, what kind of parent sends a child into the woods alone? What child mistakes a savage wolf for her beloved grandma? And nobody dies? If you'd like to add a bit of flavor and spice to this tasteless, if happy meal, play on. Once there was a way to get back home again. But not anymore. A simple stroll in the woods can be a walk on the wild side. Tell me that's not a good thing. I'll say you're wrong. Mother sends Little Red Riding Hood to tend her aged granny and implores the child not to dawdle along the way. Isn't that precious?
I hate it. Let's fix it.
Make it stinky. Let's move. Now I'm smelling. What do I espy with my piggy eye? Romp and stump!
Oh no, Filthy Man is back. Oh, don't get me, please. Ah, the Top Man is coming. He's coming. Mother, help me. No, the Filthy Man is back.
Romp and stump it! Stick it good! Make it foul!
Don't get me, please. Ah, it's the Top Man. He's coming. He's coming. Go away. Oh, the Filthy Man is back. Oh, I'm lucky.
Now I'm Bruce.
Don't delay, but stomp away!
So depressed.
Don't delay, but stomp away! We're off to see Granny. If we're lucky, she'll expire before we get there. Make it Groose. Let's move. Grim's smelly. Now. Now I'm Groose. Stomping good. Secretive as a saint in a brothel, and about as useful. Little Red Riding Hood encounters a wolf in the deep, dark woods. No wonder she's not afraid. I have cats that look meaner and more dangerous. Make it nasty. Rotten. Now who's nasty? Rompin'. A secret no more. Stomp it. That's my kind of wabbit. The wolf races to Grandma's, while Little Red Riding Hood, the thoughtless twit, picks flowers. I'd like to see Granny get the chop, and Red deserves some grief for her behavior. Make it foul. Let's move.
Oh no, the filthy man is back.
Now I'm smelly. Our secret no more.
Oh no, don't get me, please.
Now I'm stinky. Gross. Now. only flowers that don't make me nauseous are dead ones.
Little Red Riding Hood arrives at Grandmother's house in the...
The ninny makes it to Granny's, but is she in time? Oh, I certainly hope not. Make it gross. Let's move!
Grim's smelly.
Now. Now I'm stinky.
Rompin', stompin', butt kicking good.
Now I'm foul.
Grim's butt stomping out. Stop it!
Now! Marcel notices something's amiss, but not nearly amiss enough for me. Cease the charade, wolf! Make it disgusting! Now I'm nasty! Now who's repulsive? Hardly chomping stump. Let's move! The belly of the beast. Ugh, even this dismal stinkhole needs some refurbishing. Stop enjoying the digestive juices. Make it smelly.
Romp and stomp!
Make it gross. Wicked water. Owls. Stinky.
Stomp it good! You delay, but stomp away!
Oh, bother. Here comes the pesky woodsman to rescue the idiots from their demise.
Come on, friend, let them digest a little longer, eh?
Make it rotten. Now who's foul?
Don't delay, but stomp away! Romp and stomp!
Now I'm nasty.
Romp and stomp! Little Red Riding Hood and Grandma are rescued by a woodsman.
Ah, everything good has to end. I'd hoped they'd melt away in there. As it is, the woodsman has salvaged their worthless hides. Now they'll want revenge. Well, let's make sure it's painful. Make it foul. Do it now! Now who's smelly? Now who's stinky? Grim's it! Finally, the wolf gets the shout. Not really fair, is it? The beast was only doing what came naturally, but if he's going to die, let's make sure it's gruesome. Make it death. Now! Rotten eye! What have I detected? Dust to dust, ashes to ashes, to his final reward, the old wolf dashes. That really showed them. Now that we've made these tasty revisions, the story bears a passing resemblance to a decent tale. I mean, when a big bad wolf meets a young girl alone in the woods, what are the chances that she would escape their meeting without violence? No. There's no happily ever after here. Someone or something had to die. Changes had to be made, you see. No choice, really.
Red, you lazy slut. Go see if the old bag's ready for the worms. If she's still kicking, steal some eggs or a piece of cheese. Don't dally! I'm starving.
Come closer, my pretty doll. Small birds make tasty treats.
This one has a metallic aftertaste. You wouldn't like it.
I'll see you again.
Not if I see you first, and my granny has a gun!
Going to Granny's, are we? Well, I'll make sure to avoid that repulsive hovel.
Granny demands flowers, improves the smell of her place. She never asks where or how I get them.
I'm nearly ill. I ate so much. Granny wasn't even that good. But there's always room for dessert.
Granny, you look terrible, if you don't mind me saying.
But I'm pretty on the inside.
Granny, do you have your toad stabber?
It's still in my apron, damn and blood. We could have slit his gut and rolled our sorry butts out of here.
What about the back door? Do you have any matches? That gas leak looks promising.
Smells good, too. Alas, I've got nothing but my birthday suit.
The wolf, inebriated and helpless from his recent meal, was set upon by a half-crazed bounty hunter who'd been tracking him for weeks. Only by chance did Granny and Red Riding Hood escape the blade of his fearsome axe. They tumbled out of his belly, stinking, but allegedly no worse for wear.
Granny, the woods are nasty and wild. You should move to the village.
I'd have to see your mother too often. No, thank you. And the woods are safer now.
but there are still big bad wolves, and maybe you won't be so lucky next time.
Worse things have happened. You might miss me. Nobody else would. Now I'll die another day.
They might have survived. I doubt it. In the French version, Perrault says they both got gobbled up and digested. It warms the heart and other parts when all the creatures in a tale get what they deserve. May all our stories end so well. Until next time. Moralists claim that this squalid story is a tragedy. But as the greedy and terminally stupid couple survives the precipitous reversal of their fortunes, which indeed resulted from their own wretched behavior, it's barely a cautionary tale.
Bring home something tasty for once. The seaweed's gone off, the lard is rancid, and that old boot won't last a week. A bit of cod or mackerel even, or bacon, or bread, or veg.
Right you are, my dear. A fish, by all means. Big fish.
The fisherman hasn't recently caught anything but a cold. Still, he's happy. But this evidently being his lucky day, the hapless fisherman hooks a flounder who, wouldn't you know, is enchanted.
Return me to the water, and your wish is my command.
My wife wants a nice piece of fish to eat. But I'm sure she'd prefer a bigger, more pleasant domicile.
Throw me back, and she shall have a castle.
The flounder was true to his word. A castle with 100 rooms and as many servants, and indoor plumbing to boot, stands where his hovel had been. His wife, swollen with pride, hardly blinks when told the castle is a gift from a fish.
Husband, ask your fish for a bigger edifice for my friends, and a title to match the property.
If you don't ask, you don't get, my precious. I'll whisper a word in his shell like... I think he has ears.
He's just a messenger, see? No wants of his own, the pathetic sap. Thinks he can satisfy this lunatic battle-axe's hankering for more stuff. Wrong!
I'm sorry to ask, but my wife wants you to upgrade the castle to a church, and she wants to be pope, order people around, wear a big hat, have one of the sticks with the curly thing, and the funny robes, and the coloured windows, and all of that, you know.
You saved my life. I'll grant your request.
Pope? What was to become of the current one? And what did he think would happen to him when she's Pope?
And I bless you all and forgive you, every one, except those who owe me money. Pay up and nobody gets hurt.
Be generous and compassionate, my love. You are Pope, after all.
I can't afford to be compassionate. Besides, that's not my job. I could be compassionate if I were like God. Tell your fish to make me like God, and then I'll show you compassion, and mercy, and punishment when necessary.
Ah, well. She perhaps has not heard the popular saying that there is no God but God.
My wife, the Pope, would be like God. Make it happen.
And so I shall. Return home and see his will be done. She shall be unto God.
A distinct change in tone, no? But lost on the fisherman, I'm certain.
Who knew I could watch too much? Life is so unfair. I just wanted to be God.
Could she be any dumber? Never heard of overreaching, selfish, vulgar, and profane? They wasted their chance to improve their lot. She demanded to be more than human. He did not dissuade her. But are they truly punished for their wicked pride? No! They don't have what they never had. Big deal! If you think that's pretty thin too, play on. Beyond unrequited love, this destitute fisherman has little to offer his disgruntled wife. Shelter and meager sustenance from the sea are not enough for her. I'd have left the witch. Sickening, really. Let's make them appreciate what they don't have. Make it gross. Let's move. Now who's smelly? Butt stomp! Stop it! Ah, her true self exposed. She's kicked him out and is left with nothing but her amorphous desire for something, anything more. The formerly luckless angler hooks a magic flounder and wishes on behalf of his wife, the grasping shrew, for a bigger house. How novel! The flounder swears he'll deliver, while hardly seeming to mind a hook piercing its sagging lip. Perhaps a bit of sand in that wound would improve his bite. Make it foul. Let's move! Grins smelly now. Grins stinky now. Secret found! Grim's gross now. barnacle. Oh, I'm so dark. You landlubber. Arr. I'm barnacle. Arr. Oh, I'm so dark. You landlubber.
Stomp it!
Matey. Made her go boom. A vainglorious castle has replaced his dumpy domicile. The only thing more insipid than realized wishes are white weddings. Let's ruin this joint before I sicken up. Make it stinky.
Now I'm smelly.
Please don't kill me.
But stop it!
Get away from me.
Now I'm gross. Grim's foul. Foul.
That's disgusting.
Make it rotten.
But stomp away.
Oh no! Don't
The castle did not slake her thirst for things. Who couldn't see that coming? Now she wants to be Pope, though obviously several cards short of a full deck. Is she crazy enough to want that sort of power? Let's deprive her of what's left of her wits. Make it nasty. Stomp it good.
No!
Stomp it good. Don't delay, but stomp away. She's flipping crazy now. Woohoo! Look at her go. My turn. My turn. Hey, hey, ah! The fisherman, abject but willing slave to his wife's ambition,
demands the papacy for her delectation. Would that he have asked for her premature demise. Make it foul. Liquids have drowned my sorrows, but this is ridiculous. The worst kind! Great waste by water! No more. Now I'm gross. Rompin' stuff! Make it nasty. Butt stomp it! I'm so impressed. Romp and stomp! Oh, foul weather! Boil and bubble, toil and trouble. Convert this all to trash and rubble! The fisherman's home has morphed into a church. Oh, if you believe in organized religion or a supreme being who cares about us, you might be moved. But as I don't, let's break down the door. Make it gross. Now who's smelly? Clandestine as a cockroach or two. Stinky. Now. Romping, stomping, butt kicking good. Butt stomping. Oh no, I'm having a ball. First the castle, now the church, and the bitch still isn't satisfied. Now she wants to be God. If only she knew what a boring job he has, she'd think twice. We're in church. Where's the guilt, the sin, the wrath? Let's make it biblical.
Make it disgusting. Grim's foul now.
Watering grave, the worst kind. Done by water! Ignominious defeat! Cruel, cool water! Cruel, cool water! Undone by water! Ignominious defeat! Grim secret found. Now I'm rotten. Now I'm nasty. Water! Rompin', stompin', butt-kicking good. Grim's repulsive now. Oh, smite me! Oh, smite me! Ooh, heavenly! Oh, a climactic finale. I hope everyone dies in the end. The fisherman makes his final wish that his wife become unto God. I know where this is going, but I'll save the surprise. Make it nasty. Do it now. Grim's rotten. Now. but this is ridiculous.
Now I have another secret.
Watery grave, the worst kind.
Chomping stump.
Yes, yes, take that, you cursed she-devil! Now you're living under God and you're liking it! God lives like a peasant! God lives like a...
And that's the holy end of that.
The fisherman was a dim-witted and pliant tool of his insatiable wife, and his weak character invited disaster. Their downfall loomed, one greedy want away, and we didn't have to wait long for the anvil to drop. Moops got what they deserved, I say. The wife's taste ran to more anything. Food, money, stuff, whatever. The limp husband would do anything to appease her voracious appetite and unquenchable thirst. The moment he caught the magic flounder, it was enlisted in perpetual service to his wife's ruinous greed.
Spare me, and I promise to make you happy.
You'll have to do better than that. It's the missus you have to please. Anything less than riches will just piss her off. I might as well eat you now.
Done. She's wealthy. And, could you stick a plaster on my jaw?
Even poor as dirt, she treated her husband and her neighbors like dumb beasts.
If you worship me as the goddess I am, you can live in these fine new houses. If you don't, you can die. Slowly.
They thank you, your holiest, most revered, beneficent, and majestic one. They are grateful. As am I.
Besides chilblains, pimples, heretics, and stomach gas, talk is the thing most not worth having more of.
She wants a cathedral this time, with accoutrements, she says, and she insists that she be pope.
You're killing me with her constant demands.
Better you than me.
Would you mind removing the hook from my eye? Smarts.
You've heard of the arbitrary and capricious nature of unintended consequences.
Bet the new pope hadn't.
Or hubris? How about arrogance? Self-indulgence?
Oh, never mind. This is good.
I'm not cruel
By nature. But this dunce has had more than his share of chances to redeem his stupidity.
Perhaps if you made her like God, she could at last be happy.
That's your idea of a solution to this problem? Well, I'm not surprised, but no doubt you will be. Shove what's left of my entrails back down my mouth and go home to your wife. You shall both have what you deserve.
Ignorant to the very end, she believes the fates have conspired against her. She is a blameless, pathetic wretch. Fortune's fool, the plaything of wicked, unnatural forces. Never crossed her mind that her greed could be fed, but she could never be full. Those who expect a fair shake when they roll dice with enchanted fish are incurable optimists, unwitting masochists, or idiots. For this couple, I bet on the last. May all our stories end so well. Until next time.